And especially for those of you who are Pisces South nodes, this message would be talking about you guys aligning with your Virgo North node, right? So it's pretty much a declaration that it's time now for you to come out of this comfort zone where you felt you needed to consistently self-sacrifice, right? That was past life you. This life, it's about you making yourself a priority, right? So for my general, Pisces people, whether this is your moon or your rising or your sun, what have you, you guys are also tapping in to your opposite sign of Virgo's energy, right? Where you're learning to not be fully, self-sacrificial, right? It's like that's inherent to your personality to be for the people. However, it's learning that boundary, right? Where it's only investing in people in that way that are going to appreciate it and thus reciprocate it. So how I'm seeing this cup that he's pouring out, it's like pouring out that etheric cord or a form of cutting an etheric cord. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your December solar session. I am Marlo. If you're new, okay. And if you're family, welcome back, my friend. If you're not familiar with what my soul sessions are, they are your spirituality as well as personal development readings in which we look at the energies that you guys may encounter for a given month for the sole purpose of offering you clarity, insight, and guidance and all that good stuff and whatnot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just a little heads up, I am using the After Tarot, and I don't read these in the reverse because the entire deck is already in the reverse. You know what I'm saying? So if you see me flipping cards, do not be alarmed. So anywho, first card that we have, come on with this. I done changed decks and everything. We have the Tower, Pisces. I did Gemini before you guys, and this is the first card that flew out for them as well. That is Scorpio and Mars energy. Then we have the High Priestess, and that is Piscean energy, or it is Neptune energy. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, weighing our options. So what it is looking like, Pisces, coming out of November and into December, there is yet another shocking event. I feel more or less for you guys, this feels a little, it feels a little different than it did for Gemini. With Gemini, I do feel the similarity here where I feel this has something to do with this eclipse, the new moon eclipse in Sagittarius. It's not a new moon eclipse. It's a solar eclipse, but it's on the same day as the new moon in Sagittarius. It's on the 4th of December. And with this energy coming out, towers are very solar eclipse-ish. You feel what I'm saying? So it's more or less, it's a shocking event. And I feel so for you guys, I literally feel if this is either something that would have happened between like literally the 26th of November up until the 4th of December, like that whole like last week of November, first week of December. So for some of you, if this happened for you on the November side, this is something you already know, right? But for others of you, I feel this is something that's gonna transpire like on or around the 4th, but like that first week of December. And with this High Priestess, I feel two things with this. It's something that's going to be revealed that you guys did not know before, like almost to the point of something that was kept from you, like literally like a secret that happened. And it's going to require you guys to make a decision about what's revealed, right? And I feel like going into like the second week of the month is more or less Pisces weighing their options. But the thing that's needed from Pisces is to really listen to your gut, to really listen to your intuition in reference to this, because I feel this is shocking, this thing, finding this thing out or what have you. And this is similar again to what I said to Gemini. The natural inclination is going to be to react, you know, to the particular situation, and you want to respond as opposed to react. So how you respond is there's a need to take a step back, calm down, and really get clear and weigh your options on how it is that you want to proceed forward. And the other, well, I cannot talk. The other thing my attention is being brought to is, you know, the high priestess being number 2 in the 2 of Pentacles. And I'm seeing with this 2 things is, one, when it comes to the decision that you need to make, it needs to be in harmony and alignment and in balance with both your spiritual higher self, like intuition and things of the sort, as well as with your 3D life. So this would bring in that Venus retrograde energy, which goes retrograde and cap on the 19th. It brings in that energy because it means how you chart forward, like what should be the true motivating influence for the decision that you make moving forward, is that it's in alignment with your highest self and your personal values. How that value translates into integrity is acting on it in 3D. So it's living in accordance with it. So if it's whatever that is revealed, it would be something that you didn't know was happening, or that someone was into, or that someone was doing. And the perception I have of it is the thing that you're going to find out doesn't jive with you. Like it's something that's not really in alignment with you at all. And I'm saying that nicely, like, because I really feel what you would be finding out, it, like, the word that is coming to me is like a grotesque kind of thing. And grotesque, I just feel like that's the word I need to say, but that could mean a myriad of different things. But it's something that you would be violating yourself, your own boundaries, your own values, morals, what you stand for, your belief system, all of that stuff is something that you would be finding out that has to do with somebody that you know or somebody around you. And the decision that you guys would have to make would be, are you going to violate your personal moral code or integrity because of who this person is to you? Like, here would be an example. If you work at a company, right, and say that, you know, it's like a nonprofit organization, and you were under the assumption, right, or the impression rather, that, you know, all of these drives that they did and all the money that was coming into the company, that it was helping, you know, feed children in, you know, America or some other country or what have you. But then you end up finding out in like a meeting that they were actually laundering money to a factory in some other country where they have child workers, and that money is really going, like, they're donating some to kids, but the rest of it is keeping these factories going, where there's a grotesque, you know, violation of child labor laws, right? And it's like having your dream job, finding out that this was a whole facade, and you weighing your options of what you should do. It's like, do I report this to the police? Do I just pretend I didn't hear it because I need this good job? You know, do I advocate? Like, what do I do? That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting with this. So it doesn't really feel to me like it's something that is close to you or that you're involved in, but it doesn't feel like, you know, like sneaky, cheat, lying, you know, romantical partner kind of thing. It feels like something you're involved in, and it's like a test of your integrity of, are we just going to pretend this is not happening and keep it moving, or are you guys going to stand up for your truth? And the thing to help you make that particular decision is making sure that it's not just in alignment with your human desires and needs, but it's also in alignment with your spiritual desires and needs, if that's making sense. The next card that we have is the Empress card. Speaking of Venus, that's also Taurus and Libra energy. And here's the dealio. This is more or less the blessing on the other side of this is it's kind of like, I don't want to say a test, but it's kind of like, it kind of is, but not really. But it's one of those things, how I always say, like at the crossroads of life, it's like the decisions that we make at the crossroads are not spirit testing us to teach us something about ourselves. It's to, I mean, to teach spirit anything about us that spirit don't already know. It's an opportunity for us to learn something about ourselves, of what you would do in that particular situation. So how it is that you would handle a situation such as this, if you choose in accordance with your personal and spiritual integrity, right? So you make a choice that is a statement of you being in alignment with yourself, then it's you guys coming into this abundance. So there's some sort of, blessing in relation to this, right? Or a sense of abundance that comes in reference to this, which I understand. Because looking at this job scenario, I get it, because the thought is, hypothetically, right? The thought is, I really need this job. I make a lot of money here. I have a lot of connections here. And granted, what they're doing is hella wrong and I don't agree with it, but I really need this job, right? And the other option is, it's like, if I report them or if I say something, I'm gonna lose my job. And it's like, granted, I could stand up and, expose it, but it's like, they might silence me, those kids are still going to be in that factory and then I'm going to be out of a job. But so those are the two situations that you would find yourself in, and it's weighing your options with that. The statement of faith that one would be taking is, even if, and I'm not telling anybody to do this literally, I'm using it as an example, but the thing is that stepping out on faith in this particular situation would be not really faith per se. It would be you standing up for your values and your morals, which would make you a person of integrity. So even though you need a job, it would be too hard for you to violate your own integrity like that. It would be too complex to where you would say, no, I'm going to do the right thing. I feel in the event that you guys did that, that's how you get into this Empress energy. So it's more or less, there's a blessing on the other side of this, where what you left behind that wasn't in alignment with you, you made an energetic statement. So that's where it's interesting how all of these readings have come out. It's almost like, it looks like, which is why all the readings are like warnings and don't fall for the okie doke, all this other kind of stuff. It looks like one is being set up, right? Or one is being forewarned, but it's really a crossroads and a test to say, all of these last few months, you've been talking about the changes that you want to make and you want to be different. And it's like the universe giving you an opportunity to be different. It's like, if you really truly want to be different, then show me, right? And by me, it's show yourself, right? So you end up in a challenging situation where you have a choice to either choose authentic self or false self, right? If you choose authentic self, now you've taken a concept or an idea, you've put it into action, thus birthing it into the 3D realm and made an energetic statement to the universe. This is who I am now. I'm the Empress, right? I'm making decisions like an Empress. Let me show y'all another creepy thing. You know how I talked about these two cards and how my attention was being brought to the two? I hope y'all can see that my autofocus isn't being a jerk. But how I was saying my attention was brought to the 2 2s. Check out your next two cards. The next two cards are 2 3s. Ain't that some stuff? Ain't that something? 2 3s, child. Look at that. That's the divine right there, child. But literally, this is you making an energetic statement. So literally, I see these two as the same thing. You know, it's like, this is almost like 5D, and it's like bringing that. I don't know why this whole illustrative thing has been starting with me this month, but it's like, this is like 5D. This is like bringing it down into 3D. So in so many words, with this 3 of Pentacles, this is more or less showing that dichotomy of, you have two options here. You can create a new path forward. You can stand up for yourself, right? As well as standing up for other people, because it's what it is that you're standing for that would benefit other people. But granted, it would require you to begin a journey where you're kind of carrying this on your own shoulders. It's like you taking responsibility for yourself, even if there's no one in support of it, you know? So it's not really needing a co-signer, if you will, for the direction that you guys elect to go into. And I get it, because that's hella scary. But I feel that this is opening up the door to get you guys to chart a path that is in true, authentic reflection of you. And I feel this path that you guys were on with this prior to this little expose thing happening, I feel that you guys felt this path was the path that was in reflection of your authentic truth, or this job or relationship or whatever this is talking about. I feel you guys felt this was the end all be all, true reflection, happy place. And now something comes out to reveal it's not what you thought. And now, without necessarily having something tangible saying that the next thing that you step into is going to be the true thing. So this goes back to these messages we've been getting about, Hierophant reverse, the whole anti-Christ vibes. It's like, this was the dud, now this is the authenticity, but in order for you to get to it, you have to make a decision that is reflective of your integrity. And that's like the key that opens up the door to the path forward, right? And it's like you being able to look back on that with gratitude and greatness at the fact that you took that chance. But I'm seeing it almost like an energy exchange, man. It's like this path can't be opened up. And it's the same for you, Pisces, as it is for everyone. It's like this path can't be opened up until you make that energetic statement of who you're declaring yourself to be moving forward based on what's been revealed to us over the last couple of months, or this entire year, rather. The next card that you guys have is the Seven of Pentacles. I like the Seven of Pentacles in this deck because I look at it as like leaving what you came with. It's like coming into this situation, and the assumption was you were going to get your 10 of Pentacles out of this particular situation. This Tower happens, and it's like, this ain't it, right? Full confidence. You make the decision in alignment with your integrity. Now, this is an energetic statement that needs to matriculate into the 3D. You did it by yourself. Ain't need no co-signer, right? You have the vision. You're willing to do the work. There's going to be a point or another where you'll look back at this and thank yourself. But as for now, we just going to go ahead and leave what we came with, because we've been carrying a great deal of unnecessary, responsibility with this thing. I've been putting time, effort, and energy into this thing and didn't even really know what I was giving my time, energy, and effort into, right? So it's more or less walking away from this particular person, place, thing, project with your integrity intact, right? Knowing that you're calling in something that's better for you and leaving what you came with, right? Because homeboy leaving with his little Ace of Pentacles is like the little seed of hope for the future. My little seed of manifesting my dreams is like, y'all could keep the rest of this. I'm leaving out here with what I came with, dagnabbit. And that's all you really need. Because like I always tell you guys, I look at aces, and especially the Ace of Pentacles as well as the Ace of Cups as a seed. The 10 exists within the ace. So just much like how the 8 of Cups is, how home dude just left all them cups and was like, I'm just going off to find out what is fulfilling, because this was not it, right? With this card, I see it as him walking away with this pentacle is him knowing the secret elixir, right? Like knowing I'm the Empress. Wherever I go, things flourish and they grow, right? Like that's the key, Pisces. Y'all is the Empress. Everywhere I go, everything I touch, it grows into abundance, right? So I don't need all 7 of these pentacles. I just need one. because this 1 is a seed and it's my seed. And I know that a 10 is up in here. So it's not really a loss. So I feel the main thing that would hold you guys back from choosing in accordance with your integrity would be 3D fears. And I feel that's been the pattern up until this point. Like up until this point, Pisces pattern has been thinking about, you know, but my job, oh, but bills, and oh, I need this, and well, no, it's not right, but it's like I need this thing, or I need this person, I need this money, I need this job, whatever the case. And it's been countless times you guys have gone against your own truth and betrayed yourself in a sense, and how it works out isn't in your favor. You know what I mean? As opposed to being able to leave with a pinnacle, right? It's having to start all over from scratch, because it's almost like this feeling of being robbed, if you will, you know? And this is, and I don't know if y'all got Gemini in y'all chart or what, but this reminds me so much of Gemini's reading. And that's why I think all of these readings this month are just so fascinating, because all of the soul sessions for December have been done by the number of views. And unfortunately, Pisces, even though I love you, you had the lowest views last month, but we're not going to talk about it. Moving right along. But I've done them all by views, right? So when I used to do them in the order of the zodiac wheel, I understood why the readings would bleed into each other, because they have people who are cuspers, you know what I mean? But with me doing them by view, that's something I'm not in control over. Like how the readings come out each month, or the order that they're in, is 100% on all of my subscribers. And how much each sign watches and doesn't watch is what determines what the list is going to be for the next month, right? But to say that this is based on, the whole list is based on the subbies, and the fact that, you know, Gemini and Pisces ain't next to each other in the zodiac wheel, but the fact that you were behind Gemini, and the fact that the same energy signature that I'm seeing for you guys is very similar to Gem, that I find that so fascinating, because it, to me, it's even in something, even in something that I completely release control on and leave it up to, you know, however it is that it comes out. We're just rolling the dice here. It's still within divine order, at the fact that these randomly assorted signs are still like connecting with each other. I find that so extremely fascinating. But legit, the commonality I see between this and between Gemini is, with them, it was the same kind of exchange, if you will, or like a course correction, where it required them to see where it is that they were in this particular process that they were in, and make an important decision to leave behind this suppressed former way of being, of settling for something that isn't in alignment with them, and offering them an opportunity to choose themselves. And I'm seeing the very same thing for you guys, right? But it's still a level of confidence that comes here. Of course, when you guys are weighing your options in the beginning part of the month, so this literally could be anytime after the 4th. So it could be between December 5th all the way until like the 18th. And I feel somewhere around that time, like, yeah, I would say about the 18th. Yeah, well, no, we literally gonna put a date on it, y'all. I will literally say 19th, because on the 19th is when, ooh, child. And then on the 18th is the Gemini full moon. Oh, I'm loving all of this. Okay, legitimately, Pisces. Okay. So literally between the 18th and the 19th, that time frame is when I feel things are going to get very clear for you guys. So it's the first part of the month, like that first week up until the 4th. I would even go as far as saying like 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, maybe somewhere around there. But after that, there's going to be this interim period where you're really weighing your options and like trying to figure out, okay, what do I want to do with this? Which I don't think is a bad idea. because in Gemini's extended in their soul scope, a lot of their stuff for 2022 is about this. It's about learning to not react to things, but to respond. And in order to respond, we have to take a step back, calm down, and really kind of weigh our options and make decisions via logic and not just making them based on emotions, right? While letting our intuition influence us, right? But I feel you guys are gonna be weighing those options now when we come into the third week of December. So this is like, I would say that whole week literally. So December 12th through the 18th, right? December 12th through the 19th, really. Yeah, about that time. Yeah. December 12th to about the 19th. Heavy on the 18th and the 19th, because of course for full moons, right? It's something that's going to be revealed to you guys, for all of us, like something that's revealed, something that was hidden, that is unearthed, and it gives us an opportunity to release. So I feel that's the week that you guys will, and this is not telling you when to make the decision, mind you. What this is saying to me is I feel you guys are going to be kind of like Neptunian kind of energy and that foggy bog where it's like, oh, I don't know. And I feel around that week, that third week is when things are going to get clear. And you're going to be like, you know what? I got this. Like, I'm a hard worker. Every time, like, I'm an asset to this. And if they saw me as an asset, so would another company, if we're speaking about a company. If this is a relationship, so the same. It's like, if this person don't see value in me, I know I'm a valuable human being, someone else will. I refuse to move forward carrying this burden on my back, because I feel that's been the narrative up until this point. It's like Pisces suffering in silence. You guys being in situations where it's stuff you know isn't right or things that you don't like, but it's this investment that you have in it, or this fear of loss that has kept you there. And it's been like carrying, an unimaginable burden that none of the other people have to carry. And this is almost like Pisces re-empowering themselves by shifting the weight. It's like a lot of people around you guys, and I don't know what we're talking about, this is just some channeling things that's coming to me. I don't know what we're talking about specifically, but Pisces has a tendency to be in a position where you bear the burden for everyone around you. So people who need to feel that weight, right? You carrying it makes it so they don't ever have to feel the pain of it. And I get that, because I know, I spent 9 months in a Piscean womb. You know what I'm saying? I have a really great bestie who is a Pisces, I'm saying? So I know how y'all bees and things, you know what I'm saying? But it's this compassionate heart where you guys are very martyr-like by nature, where you would rather bear the burden than to see another person, even if it's a shit person. It would kill you on the inside to witness another human being have to bear that burden, and you guys would rather bear it, and you bear it in silence. Y'all don't complain, you don't whine, you don't moan. It's just, I need to carry this so other people don't have to. But I feel it's a realization that comes in reference to that. It's like you want to do that because that's inherent to who you guys are. However, it's doing it for the right people. It's no longer doing it for people who don't appreciate you. And I feel that's the thing that clicks, right? Where, like how my daddy always says to me, it's really corny, but he always says, well, he used to tell me when I was small, like when I used to get like, fights with friends or something like that, or I'd have like a little heartbreak or whatever. My dad always told me, it's like the song that came out in the 70s. He's like, always remember that ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So it's like, and that made me feel really confident, where it was just like, oh, well, if I'm leaving this situation, or this person doesn't want to be friends with me anymore, it's like they're missing out on my light. Right? So even if it's something in regards to that, Pisces, I feel this is a realization you guys are coming into, where you're literally seeing you are the light in the situation. And if you're going to be the light, you ain't got to carry no burden. But you releasing this, it's almost like and I'm gonna say it this way because it's how it's coming to me, but it's almost like Pisces unknowingly becoming karma, right? It's like you've bore this burden that none of these people, person, whatever, knew that you were carrying, and they had no idea you were doing them a favor because they weren't feeling the weight of their actions, right? This is almost like Pisces being like in like karmic retribution, but in a very non-malicious way. It's just the fact like y'all mofos have no idea how much of a burden I've been carrying for all of you, right? And you've never felt the consequences for it. But now that I realize what I've been doing, it's like I'm putting the weight down. But the moment you put the weight down, because you're not doing it to do anything to them, you're just putting it down because you realize that's no longer your responsibility. Then the moment that you put it down and you walk away from it with what you came with, now somebody got to carry that weight. And all of the people who are supposed to be carrying it in the first place are now going to have to, because Pisces is no longer there, you know, to be the martyr weight bearer, if that's making sense. So to me, this is hella beautiful, Pisces, because this is really oh my gosh, this is why this is my favorite deck. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if y'all don't know, I mean, the name is self-explanatory. The reason why this is called the after tarot, because it's showing you what happens after in the Rider-Waite, right? And just what I was just saying, dog, this is freaking hilarious at the fact that the Four of Cups comes out, okay? Because Hondu was like, fuck this cup. Need this goddamn cup. Going from my 3 cups, my happiness, fuck this cup. And just dumped it out. That's literally how I see that, dog. This is literally you guys releasing that bondage, and see how I'm seeing this, Pisces. I'm loving, you know, I got 312 house placements, child. You know, I'm digging all of this Piscean energy because y'all got my intuition on fleek and things, you know what I'm saying? But the thing with this cup, dude, I'm seeing this as a false responsibility, right? It's like how I say this Piscean energy, it shows up. And those of you who have Pisces in your South node, you would know this from the things that you've learned about it. But it's like more or less in a past life, it's having had positions in life where you were a martyr. It's like you sacrificed your life, your passions, your desires for the benefit of the people, right? So like a priesthood kind of thing, right? But the thing that I'm seeing with this is, and especially for those of you who are Pisces South nodes, this message would be talking about you guys aligning with your Virgo North node, right? So it's pretty much a declaration that it's time now for you to come out of this comfort zone where you felt you needed to consistently self-sacrifice, right? That was past life you. This life, it's about you making yourself a priority, right? So for my general, you know, Pisces people, whether this is your moon or your rising or your sun, what have you, you guys are also tapping in to your opposite sign of Virgo's energy, right? Where you're learning to not be fully, you know, self-sacrificial, right? It's like that's inherent to your personality to be for the people. However, it's learning that boundary, right? Where it's only investing in people in that way that are going to appreciate it and thus reciprocate it. So how I'm seeing this cup that he's pouring out, it's like pouring out that etheric cord or a form of cutting an etheric cord where one is disempowered by this need or this desire to sacrifice oneself solely for the benefit of others. And not saying that you're becoming someone that you're not, or you're saying fuck people in general, right? It's speaking specifically to you coming to that middle road of balance. So this is beautiful, Pisces, because this is literally like how I talk about with temperance. This is you guys transcending a timeline, because I feel y'all have learned both sides of the Likert scale. You know what it's like to, you know, say, I'm not doing nothing for people, but then it's like, no, let me open up, you know, and then you open up, you get taken advantage of, then it's like, bam, bumping people. But then it's being in a place to where here, it was like, oh, I finally found my right place, right? These are my people. These people are like me. And it's going into, or this is my person, whatever. You go into the situation and it's the thought of like, okay, opening up, this is a safe space. You know, yes, I'll work overtime. Yeah, I'll pick the kid up. Like, you know, I'm doing all of this stuff. And then bam, the truth comes out. This isn't what you thought it was. And now you have that option. Are you going to choose authentic self or inauthentic self? What I'm seeing for Pisces is you guys are choosing authentic self. You guys choosing authentic self puts the scales back in balance. So now these people who probably got all kinds of interest on their karma chart, they got a big old karma bill building up all that interest all this time that Pisces is sitting up here holding all this on their back. It's like now the scales balance. Pisces is free to move forward. An epic lesson has been learned. So an energetic cord is cut. And I say specifically for my South Node people who are Pisces, that's freaking huge. Energetic cord is cut with that past life. So this is wrapping up past life karma. And this is interesting because y'all know I don't really be talking about stuff like that. But anywho, but a cord is cut. You're cutting that tie with past life karma. And now these people who have not seen the consequences of their actions for my other Pisces, now they're going to learn what it's like to have to bear the burden of their consequences without having someone who bears those consequences for them. And then for Pisces moving forward, you guys are fine because you're leaving with what you came with, but you're still leaving with more because just this one pentacle, no matter how many times you plan it, you're always going to get the 10 of Pentacles. And that's because you're the Empress. And why you're the Empress is because you finally made the decision to stand up for her, to step into that vibrational energy and make a declaration to the rest of the universe of this is who I am. Therefore, now moving forward, your life shall reflect it, my friend. You know what I'm saying, Pisces? Go ahead on with your bad self, child. Look, I don't even know what we gonna name this reading because it's just so much really good, dope things to say. But child, look, this has been nice. I have wholeheartedly, thoroughly enjoyed this, Pisces. Congratulations to you all for choosing yourself. So anywho, I'm going to go ahead and pull these oracles for you guys. These are for the extended. It is Surrender December. So I'm picking a surrender card for you all to give you insights into what would behoove you to surrender in December. And I'm going to pick a few more oracles for you guys from the Eclipse Oracle, which was a gift from one of my subbies. And a lot of people have been asking about it. Her name is Indigo Rain. It's NDGO Rain, and it's called the Eclipse Oracle. So I'll pull a few of those, and then we're going to wrap this up, my sweet, precious Pisces. So what does Pisces need to surrender in December? Okay, two things. All right. First card we have, look at that. Look, I don't know what kind of connection y'all got going on with Gemini, child. But this card came out for them too. Surrender to your intuition, tune into your inner voice, be aware of any gut flashes, feelings, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. I feel that aha moment gonna be coming on between that 18th and that 19th. I'm just saying, moving right along. We have surrender your belief in scarcity. And it says the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. What I said, the infinite nature. This little one pentacle gonna always get you 10. I'm just saying, listen to your friend Marlo, moving right along. Infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Child, if that don't sum up y'all reading, I don't know what does. So let's get some other oracles for you beautiful people. All right, let's see. Well, looky there, teacher. It says mentor, counselor, spiritual advisor, advice, and experience that acts as a teacher to enable growth and learning. Child, somebody better preach up in here. I'm just saying. Moving right along. This is beautiful, Pisces. I'm so excited for y'all. I really am. I'm excited for everyone. I feel all of these soul sessions this month have literally been amazing. And I feel all 12 signs have something that has been an Achilles heel that's being revealed for you guys to cut ties with once and for all. You know what I'm saying? So that all of you guys can step in to your callings, positions, missions, all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, Pisces, that has been your December soul session. I'm going over to my network, VIMEO, Patreon, YouTube members, all the places to do you guys extended, which is your 2022 soul scope. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your freaking face, and I will see you guys sooner than later, my friends.